Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 2 to the power of m minus 2 to the power of n is equal to 2016. Now, by knowing this, we could actually decipher a couple things. Because this is positive, 2016 is positive, we know that m has to be greater than n. Because if m was negative, then this would actually be negative. And if n was greater than m, this would actually be negative 2016. So by knowing this, we could just say that m is equal to n plus k. K being a constant. So now if I subtract k on both sides, I get m minus k is equal to n. So now I'm actually going to replace m with, I'm going to replace m with n plus k. So now we have 2 to the power of n plus k minus 2 to the power of n is equal to 2016. Now this can also be written as 2 to the power of n times 2 to the power of k minus 2 to the power of n is equal to 2016. And now if I factored out 2 to the power of n from this, I would get 2 to the power of n times 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 2016. So now 2016, well, this is actually equal to 32 times 63. So now we have 2 to the power of n times 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 32 times 63. And now 2 to the power of n, this is actually going to be an even number because 2 to the power of anything is going to be even. And 2 to the power of n minus 2 to the power of k minus 1, well, that's going to be odd. Now 32, well, that's an even number, so I'm going to write e for even, and 63 is odd. So meaning we could just say that 2 to the power of n is equal to 32, and 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 63. So if 2 to the power of n is equal to 32, then n is equal to 5, because 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 32. And we have 2 to the power of k minus 1 equals 63. If we add 1 on both sides, we get 2 to the power of k is equal to 64. Meaning k is equal to 6. So now if n is 5 and k is 6, well, we could simply plug these into this. M is equal to n plus k, and n plus k is 5 plus 6, which is 11. So m equal to 11. So now these three are our values. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have m to the power of 4 equals 4. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. So now we have m to the power of 4 minus 4 equals 0. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change m to the power of 4 to m squared to the power of 2. Because remember, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So what I did was I changed m to the power of 4 into the form a to the power of m to the power of n. And we're going to subtract this with, I'm going to change 4 to 2 squared. And this is equal to 0. Now, if we have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is actually equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a squared, well, a would be m squared, and b, this would be 2. So if we plug these into this form, we would get m squared plus 2 times m squared minus 2. And this is equal to 0. And now we have two equations. We have m squared minus 2 equals 0. And we have m squared plus 2 equals 0. So let's first start with m squared minus 2 equals 0. So I'm going to write that right here. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to add 2 on both sides. So we get m squared is equal to 2. So now if I take the square root on both sides, I get m is equal to positive or negative 2. So these are two solutions. Now let's go ahead and do m squared plus 2. So if I subtract by 2 on both sides, I get m squared equals negative 2. Now if I take the square root on both sides, I get m is equal to the square root of negative 2. Well, the square root of negative 2, this is the same thing as the square root of 2 times the square root of negative 1. And the square root of negative 1, this is equal to I. So this would be positive or negative square root of 2 I. So m is also equal to this. So these are the four solutions to this equation.